Hey everybody, how you doing? Oh my goodness. I was just watching the Tyra show, and generally I really don't watch too much television. I rarely watch television, but my mother called me and was like, turn it on Tyra. You know how that is. Everybody got somebody call them, tell them to turn it on something. But anyway, the topic today was it was about black women, but it was light-skinned women versus brown-skinned or darker-skinned black women. And they went into how the two groups supposedly feel about one another, how they are discriminated against. There were some people who had really horrible stories about things that had happened to them when they were children, based on their skin tone or skin color. But I mean, first of all, let me say this: black people come in some of the most wonderful hues on the planet. No other race can boast that. Now, that does not just come from the blacks that came from Africa here to the Americas under slavery. If you go over to Africa now, there are some lighter skinned Africans from like Namibia and other places like that who have never been touched or tainted, so to speak, and they are fairer skinned, and they are straight out of Africa. Okay, so people cannot say that, you know, we just look fairer skinned like myself just because of slavery. That's not totally true. And also in other countries there are other black peoples. There were the Moors or whatever, but even in Egypt, some of the pictures, like for instance Queen Nefertiti, when they redid her bust and the coloring that they had on her, she was a not light skinned, but she was a like medium complected black woman, as far as I can tell from the things that were on the paint, not artist depictions of it. I'm talking about actual tablets that were on walls and so on and so forth. Okay, and even her features were sometimes more keen in nature, a slimmer nose, lips, or whatever. But that's all besides the point. My point to it all is that black women are so beautiful, and they come to so many different ranges of skin tones, of hair textures, of everything. You know, it's like it's one-stop shopping. You know, in a sister, you can find one of this flavor and one of that flavor, whereas the other races, I hate to say they all look alike, but there's not a broad range. They usually have around the same tones, the same levels of melanin in their skin and whatnot. But there were several people there who, on the stage, who really disturbed me. There was this one young lady who was saying that light-skinned people, she thinks that they are better, and that, you know, darker-skinned people are evil and mean and all this other kind of crazy stuff. And I'm like, what the hell didn't happen to this fool? First of all, she was saying that darker-skinned people were hating on her because she was light. She wasn't even light, okay? She was maybe medium skin, caramel brown, but she was not light. So something's going on in this chick head, first of all. Second of all, she couldn't even see that she was probably being discriminated against because she had a fucked up attitude. She had a really poor attitude, and she was saying how, you know, the darker skinned people thought that she was going to take their man and all this other kind of foolishness. She was just, I could not believe that in 2008 we had a black woman who was such an idiot on the stage. My second thing that I wanted to talk about was, don't we as black women have enough problems from without our communities to be infighting still? I mean, why are we, you know, hating on one another for how we look? I don't understand that. Now, those persons of dark or of light complexions who give across this arrogant attitude or whatever, they're not being hated on because of their skin color. They're being hated on because they have bad attitudes. They have a piss poor way of socializing with other people. They think that they're better than other people. They're not being discriminated because of their color. Maybe because of their color they're acting stupid, or they think they have a cause to act stupid because of their color. But that's not the total reason. I mean, something is wrong with these people. And you have that in all skin tones and colors. You have, you know, arrogant assholes. I mean, there's no other term for it. Arrogant assholes. So I'm trying to figure out, why is it that we as black women must find something wrong with another woman? You know, why does there have to be something wrong? Why can't you look at another woman who is your sister, no matter if you are very light or very dark? You know, you, as far as everybody else outside of our race concerned, you all niggas. It don't matter if you a light nigga or a dark nigga. You still, to them, a nigga. So, you know, why can't we see that we are supposed to be loving each other and encouraging one another in whatever? You know, if you're into beauty or health or whatever, it's things that fit all of our skin tones. It's things that lighter skinned people do that darker skinned people don't, and vice versa. But that doesn't make this girl any better or any worse than you just because of this. Come on. Okay, did I choose this? Did I come down from heaven and talk to my mama and make her meet my daddy and have me? No. Nobody has a choice about how they came here looking. Why are you going to hate someone just because of that? You're no better than the white people who call you a nigga. You're no better than any other person that's hating on you or discriminating on you for any reason. It could be race, it could be gender, it could be skin tone. But this is the stupidity mentality that we have come to, that has been interjected into our communities back from slavery. Now, I'm talking specifically now about the Americas. It has been interjected in our communities because of how white people separated us and how white people treated this group better than this group here. That has nothing to do with us. And why should we perpetuate the same sort of stupidity that they did against us? Can't you see that that's being psychologically damaged? You know, that's just damaged. You know, and I have two children. I've said it many times before. I have a daughter and a son. My son is fair skinned. She's not as fair skinned as me. And my son is brown skinned. He's a beautiful cocoa brown. Okay? Am I supposed to love my daughter better than my son because he's darker? No, they both my kids. What the hell is wrong with people? There was a girl on the stage saying that they were sisters, and one was light and one was brown. And the brown skinned girl was very hurt throughout her life because she said that her parents treated her sister better just because that she was light. Now, these are their own children. That is the biggest crock of shit I've ever heard. That is so stupid that you would damage one child and lift up the other one, and they both came from your body. I don't understand it. They said they sent the lighter one to modeling school and everything, and now this lighter one is going on, and the lighter one is hurting on the inside because she still loves her sister and she sees her sister's pain. She says she has a PhD now and doors are being opened for her, but her sister cannot find a job. And I don't know if that has something to do with how they were raised or treated when they were younger, or if it's just because of when the darker sister goes to try to find a job, they are discriminating against her during job interviews or whatever. They didn't get all into that, but it's still a sin and a damn shame to have the man and corporate America and everybody else discriminating against us, and we are so damn stupid we want to do it to ourselves as well. And I just wanted to say, people, why don't you really think about why you have certain attitudes and opinions, and check yourself. Nobody has to check you. Check your damn self. If you are acting stupid, or if you are being blinded by what someone's appearance is, then you are a sick, shallow, and stupid individual. I mean, seriously. Everyone has their own standards of beauty and everything, but that's why I believe that a lot of relationships go awry, because they're looking at the outer shell, but inside it's some empty, hollow, demonic, dark, stupid, crazy, whatever inside of this person's soul. And if you can't look into a person's soul and find a good person, if you're just looking for, you know, an outer appearance, then guess what? That's all you're going to get. You're going to get an outer shell, which might be encasing pure shit. So, that's all I'm going to say. I might make a part 2 to this. I'm not sure, but come on, people. Check yourself. It's Pinky. Bye-bye.